For your sake, I hope you have seen the ending of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, because I won't be spoiling it for you, of course. You clicked on this video to find out how will the FF7 party fight the weapons in Remake Part 3, aka FF7 Redemption, but for most of you, if not all, FF7 Reunion. Not to be confused by FF7 Crisis Core Reunion. And speaking of reunion, here are the spoilers for this video. And moving on, I'm sure you know what a weapon is in the FF7 lore, right? Why else would you be here if not for curiosity, that is? Alright, let me show you. This is a weapon, and this is a downsized weapon, newly introduced in Rebirth. Now you might be asking yourself, how the hell can you beat this thing? There's a few ways to do it, let me tell you about them. Using summons that the FF7 party will control to fight the giant weapons. More specifically, I'm talking about the best summon in OG FF7, the Knights of the Round summon materia. A group of giant legendary knights that are led by their king, Arthur. Where we, the player, would take control of only him in the beginning and fight the weapons. Or maybe each party member takes control of a specific knight, whatever you want. And while we are advancing the story, we could obtain the rest of his comrades. And if we can complete the roster, we unlock the special ultimate attack with all of the Knights of the Round, similar to the one from the OG FF7. Yes, I hope it takes 5 minutes and is totally exaggerated like the original, because it's perfect that way. Also, in regards to the normal battle against other normal-sized enemies, the knights should work in the same way as the other summons do. But there's more ways this could happen. This might also be similar to what we saw in FF7-16. Giant versus giant, or to be more precise, giant robot versus giant monster, like in the movie Pacific Rim. There are similarities when comparing this to the OG FF7's weapons, giant monsters created by the planet and unleashed into the world to destroy everything they see, when said planet is in a crisis. This would be so cool, wouldn't you agree? Just imagine taking control of a giant mechanical robot to then fight a ginormous monster, while the place you are trying to protect is at stake. These giant robots could only be provided by one Shinra electric power company, of course, which could make for an interesting tutorial battle against the Sapphire weapon, as Rufus Shinra himself would step up to this fight, controlling the giant mech, and we would finally be able to play as Rufus. And it would make this a much superior battle compared to the original. Because for one, there would actually be a battle against the Sapphire weapon. And secondly, instead of a weapon just sitting there right in front of the cannon just to blow up in its face, we would actually need to force the weapon into the range of the cannon and kill it. And it could be just like this.
Sir, we missed the target.
Yes, I can see that. How long until we can fire it again?
At least 20 minutes, sir. Sir, what should we do in the meantime?
Order all troops and artillery we have to fire at the weapon, and prepare to deploy the Mega Mag in the main hangar for me.
But sir...
Just do as I say. Time is of the essence, and I doubt that will be enough to stop it. So warn me as soon as the cannon is ready to fire, and I'll take care of the rest.
Yes, sir.
I'll beat this bitch before my 7 o'clock tea. Then, a cutscene similar to this would play out as Rufus holds down the weapon, until the giant cannon goes BAM! I mean, that's how I would do it anyway. The FF7 party could then fight the other weapons in another mech or other mechs. Or I guess there's another way this could happen, although this one is not my favorite. Instead of using a giant mech or even a summon, they would instead fight by themselves. Similar to the battle that you do against Bizarro Sephiroth at the end of OG FF7, when you will use all of the party members in different stages to weaken the weapon and finally deliver the finishing blow. The problem with this? It's the size difference! It's too much! Just look at how big the Ultima weapon is compared to the Iwind. No, there's a better one, the Sapphire weapon that I showed you earlier. If you played or seen Rebirth, just look at Under Junon, quite gargantuan, right? Then you have Upper Junon, the cannon, enormous, am I right? Now remember, like the OG FF7, if we try to put the Sapphire weapon here, how massive would it be? It would be humongous. And let me remind you how Sephiroth fought a baby weapon. Yes, even Sephiroth, when face down with his small weapon, could not just kill it in one slice. He had to put effort and be serious to damage it. This is a weapon at the end of the day. Do not underestimate it. Yes, even if the battle kept going, no doubt Sephiroth would eventually defeat it. And even if this is Sephiroth we're talking about, a fully fledged weapon is just too much for him. Unless he gets eaten by them and kills them from the inside, I guess. But forget about that. I have told you the possible ways, not all of them, how the devs could make the weapon battles in FF7 Remake Part 3. Do you agree with any of them? Do you disagree? You tell me in the comments right now, goddammit. We don't have all day, because we have reached the end of this video. And I thank you for being here and watching it until now. Even though there's so many others out there on YouTube, I really do appreciate you being here to watch mine. I hope you have a good day. Take care and stay safe, everyone.